Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Shan with your inspirational and motivational moments. If you like this channel, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And also hit that bell so you'll get notifications every time that I post a video on this channel. So today's topic is living with autism. My middle son was diagnosed with autism back in 2010. So in this video, I will be giving you guys a little bit of my testimony, also giving you some of the signs that I've seen in my son, and also giving you some things that you can do to make sure you are taking care of yourself and seeing about yourself while living with an autistic child. So in 2010, my son was diagnosed with autism, a very mild case of, a mild case of autism. I didn't know anything about autism. I didn't know nothing about it, so when I was told that he was autistic, I was just like, okay, so what is autism? I thought that maybe it was something that I did when I was pregnant, and I was trying to think back, like, what did I do? What did I do in my pregnancy? The reason my son is autistic, I thought it was maybe because I went through so much pain. I stayed in and out of the hospital a lot during my pregnancy with him. So I thought maybe it's because, I was going back and forth, to the hospital, and I was in so much pain that whole pregnancy. Is that why my son autistic? But after speaking with his doctor at that time, he reassured me that it was nothing that I did to cause my son to be autistic. So, that made me feel a little bit better. But I just remember one day just thinking about my son's future. And I was thinking about how will it be when he start to go to school? How would kids treat him? Because he was autistic, but he was also dealing with hearing loss in his right ear, which caused him to have to wear a hearing aid. So, I just didn't know how kids would treat him because he had to wear a hearing aid, and because he, spoke a little bit different than, some of his peers. And we all know that children have the tendency to, to be mean. So I was just thinking, like, oh my God, like, I don't want nobody to treat my child wrong. I don't want my child to experience bullying, because of course we know that goes on in the schools. But by the grace of God, my son has never had no type of altercation with another child in school. The only thing that happened was a child, when he was, I think he was like in the second or third grade, a child seen his hearing aid and asked him what it was. He was curious. But my son, he's a very shy and a very reserved child, so that just discouraged him. So, it took for me to have to talk to him a lot and to let him know, that God made you special, baby. That's why you have to wear this hearing aid. Not all kids can wear a hearing aid because all kids ain't special like you. But, and that did help for a while. But the older he got, the more complicated it became. So I'm still having to deal with, of course, he's about to be in the ninth grade. I'm still having to deal with him, not wanting to wear his hearing aid just because of that one incident. But other than that, he has never had to deal with any kind of bullying or anything. All my fears that I was going through, I was dealing with, I thought that was going to happen to him. None of that stuff happened. Actually, children love him. He is so sweet. He is just so laid back, and he's so just nonchalant, so kids really loved him, and his teacher, everybody loved him. So he never had to deal with none of that stuff that I was thinking that he probably would have to deal with. So some of the signs that I seen in my son, when he was about a month old, he started to talk. He was just talking. And I remember thinking, like, wow, why he talking so early? And then around 3 months, he stopped talking completely. He stopped talking. He stopped making noises. He stopped making facial expressions. So that was alarming. I mean, even if I would play with him, tickle him, nothing, just a blank stare in his face. He started walking late. He didn't start to walk till he was about 2 years old. He started talking late. He didn't start to talk until he was about, I would say, really about 5 years old. By then I had done already had my baby, my, youngest son at that time. And a lot of times my youngest son, he would tell us what he was saying because, of course, he didn't really know how to talk. And the reason I found out he didn't really know how to talk is because he couldn't really hear himself. So my youngest son, he came and he would tell us a lot of the things that he would be, my autistic child would be saying, because sometimes I could understand him, but most of the time I couldn't. And I remember his grandmother came to me one day and we was talking, and she told me, she was saying that she believed God blessed me with my youngest son at that time for my autistic child, because when he came along, he was helping. He used to help out a whole lot. If I would tell my autistic son what to do and he really didn't understand, his younger brother would come along and help anytime that my autistic child would talk to us and we didn't understand. Here come my baby boy, just, mama, he said this, or daddy, he said that. So he helped out a whole lot. And once their grandmama told me that, I just got to thinking like, wow, that is why, I believe that's why God sent me my youngest baby, because he helped me out so much, helped us out so much with my autistic child. Everything that my son he had to do, it just had to be in order. All the toys that he would play with had to be in order. Just everything, just one behind the other or side by side, whatever. Everything had to be in order. He had to have the same routine every day, every single day. It was the same thing. And if he was thrown off of his routine, you will know, because he'll act out. He used to, act out, scream, cry, or whatever. So he had to have the same routine every single day. And those are pretty much the signs that I dealt with. I didn't really have to deal with behavioral problems with my son. Like I said, he have a mild case. So I never had to deal with the behavioral part of it. The only time I would have to deal with issues with his behavior is when, like I said, his routine was thrown off. That's the only time. So those are the signs that that my son had. So if you are a parent of an autistic child, or you're not really sure if your child is autistic and they are displaying some of these signs that I have given you that my son had, just take them to the doctor, talk to their doctor, and let them know what's going on, and get the help that you need for your child. And also, self-care is so important that you think about you. Take care of yourself while you are raising an autistic child. It's different levels to autism. My son has a mild case. Some kids are worse off than my child, but it's very important that you learn to take care of yourself and see about yourself. Some things that you can do is exercise. Exercising is a great stress reliever. So make sure you getting your exercise in. Also, get involved with the autism community. Reach out, search the community, the autism community, and start joining if that's something that you are interested in. Also, take you a hot bath when you put your child down to sleep. Take you a hot bath, a hot bubble bath. Turn off the lights in the bathroom, light you some candles, and just relax and just focus on relieving all that stress that you have inside. It's okay. It's okay, because you're going to deal with some stress, so focus on just relieving that stress. Focus on clearing your mind and just relax. Relax however long you want to sit in that tub. Relax. Another thing is get away. If you put your child down for a nap, get away. Go in the bathroom. If that's the only place that you have to go in the bathroom and just relax. Focus on your breathing. Take 10 deep breaths in and out and just release all of that stress that is inside. If you have family members that you can trust with your child, utilize them. If they are available, if they are willing to help, utilize them. Thank God for me, I had family members. I have family members that was willing to help me and, give me a break with my son. So make sure that, if you do have family members, take advantage of it. And once you, take your son to your family members, just get away. Go do something for yourself. Go get your nails done, your toes done, your hair done. Go get a massage. Fathers out there, go hang out with your boys. Go do something just to take care of yourself and see about yourself, because it's very important. This is a very demanding disorder. Like I said, you have to have a lot of patience for this disorder. You have to have a lot of strength. So make sure that you are seeing about yourself, and I pray that this video is going to help someone whose child is changing and you're not really sure of what's going on with your child. I pray that these signs, if your child is experiencing these, you go and get the proper help that you need. It was a place that my son went. I don't want to mention it in the video because I'm not really sure if I can. But if you are interested in knowing, just comment down below and I will be sure to answer your question and let you know what center that my son was a part of that helped me out a whole lot in the beginning when I first found out that he was diagnosed with autism. I love you guys. God loves you. I pray that this video helps someone. Like I said, comment down below if you want to know some more things that my son was doing, and make sure you see about your child if you think something is going on. And also, if you are a mom or a father that is dealing with an autistic child, make sure you are taking care of yourself. Because if you are not straight, if you are not happy, if you are not good, you cannot give that to your child. You cannot give what you don't have. So make sure you are focusing on yourself, taking care of yourself. And I love you guys, and I pray that this video helps someone. Bye.